Welcome to the NJIT Website and Math Podcast. My name is Vanessa, and today I will be going over evaluating algebraic expressions. Now, we've gone over the different algebraic functions: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now it's time to actually apply it by combining all four. Now just keep in mind that when you have several functions put together, it's important to do this in order of operations, which means that there's a certain order depending on what you're given. So I'll go along with that as we do the examples. Now in this first example, we're given bracket, open parentheses, 9 plus x, close parentheses, divide by 7, close bracket, times 3 minus x, and we're given that x is equal to 5. Now this might look a lot, but it's actually really simple. We're given that x is equal to 5, so we just simply plug 5 in for wherever we see an x. And if we do that, we're left with open bracket, open parentheses, 9 plus 5, close parentheses, divide by 7, close bracket, multiply by 3, minus 5. Okay, now what I mean by order of operations is that there's a certain order when applying the different algebraic functions. The first on the list is parentheses. Now as you can see here, we have two sets of parentheses. We have these, and then we have the outer ones. And the rule of thumb is you do the inner parentheses first and work your way out. So if we look here, the innermost parentheses is for the 9 plus 5. So if we do that, 9 plus 5 is 14. And let's just rewrite everything else. We have 14 divided by 7, close bracket, times 3, minus 5. Now we have to do the next set of parentheses, which is the 14 divided by 7, which is simply 2. So you get 2 times 3 minus 5. Okay, so we took care of all the parentheses. Now the next rule of thumb is after you do all the parentheses, the next is either multiplication or division. So here we actually have a multiplication of 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And all we're left with is minus 5. We don't have any other multiplication or division left, so the last step is either addition or subtraction. And in this case here we just have the subtraction of 6 minus 5, which just simply gives us 1. So our final answer is 1. Okay? Let's try this with one more example. Okay. Let's say that you have, now this is a little bit more tricky, but it gets the point across. Okay, let's say we have, this is actually called absolute value. And you have an x in between two vertical lines. Then we have minus 2 over y. And we're given that x is equal to 2 and y is equal to negative 2. Alright, so let's do what we were given before and just apply the conditions that we were given. Since x is equal to 2, we have absolute value 2 minus 2 divided by negative 2. I'll just put it in parentheses as to not get confused. Okay. Now when taking an absolute value, all that simply means is that you take the positive of whatever number that's within the two vertical bars. In this case, we're already given a positive number, so we don't even have to worry about it. It's simply 2. Okay. Minus 2 over negative 2. Okay, next, if we go in the order of operations, it's either multiplication or division. In which case, we have a division right here of 2 divided by -2. Now if you remember from the functions, a positive divided by a negative is negative. So 2 divided by a -2 is simply -1. So I'll write that in parentheses. So all we're left with is 2 minus a -1. And if you remember, 2 positives make a negative, so a negative times a negative is a positive. So you simply have 2 plus 1. And the final answer you're given is 3. Okay? So just to do a quick recap, the order of operations are, first you do parentheses, and you always work from the inside out. So you do the most inner parentheses first, and then work your way out. After you do all parentheses, then it's either multiplication or division. And then once you do any of those, you do either addition or subtraction. And that should give you the final answer for any algebraic expression. Thank you for visiting the NJIT website. If you need any further assistance, please stop by the Center for Academic and Professional Enrichment, Kupfrian Hall, room 200. Thank you, and good luck in your studies.